Hey there. With this video, I want to show you how to sign up to take your class to one of our outdoor spaces on campus during the nice weather so that we can make sure we don't have too many groups outside and that each class has the space to be able to actually carry on their lessons without distractions of other people in their area. So you should have received the communication already with all of the information about how this works. There are 6 zones set up, 6 different regions outside where you can sign up. Each of them has their own calendar and their own resource that you can use to book them. If you've been here for a number of years, you may remember back when we had Chromebook carts that you could sign out, and we're using basically the same sort of system to take care of signups here. So, first things first, if you go to the staff website, which if you go to pvpa.org, then go to staff and click on staff website, here in the calendars option, there's a menu option which says outdoor spaces. And if you click on that, it's going to show you each of the 7 areas as a calendar. Now, unfortunately, I can only put the calendar in here in the default setting of monthly, but you can certainly come in here and break it down and look at just the space for a week, or you can even just do schedule where you'll actually see all the dates and times that it's booked. But default, you're going to come in and you're going to see the month view. And as you can see, each one of these, as you go down zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, 5, and 6. And I'll show you after we book one of these, I'll show you how it appears on the calendar. So, having seen this page where you can kind of go and look and see what spaces are available if you're not sure, you can then come over here to the calendar, and let's say I want to book an outdoor space. Let's say zone 1, I want to book tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I'm on my calendar. That's the first thing you need to be aware of. You don't go to some special calendar to do this, you do it right on your own calendar. And I'm going to click for 8 o'clock in the morning. So I click in there, and it brings up this pop-up. Now, there's 2 ways to do this, depending on whether you're in this pop-up or you're in the full screen. I'm going to do the pop-up first, and then I'll show you how to do this with the full screen. So on this one here, what I would say to do is put your name, and then outdoor. I'm going to put like outdoor class in zone 1. So what you should do is you should put your name and then outdoor class and then what zone you're doing it in. You could even do, if you want to, just in parentheses like this, Z1. Of course, you won't know which zone until you actually book it. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to say I'm going from 8. So actually, hold on a minute. Let me back up. You need to be really careful with the start and end times. We ran into the same thing when we used the Chromebook carts. If you put, for example, let's say your class goes 8:15 to 9 o'clock, basically 9:03 or whatever. If you put 8:15 to 9:15, just to book it out for a full hour, then anybody who comes along for the next class that starts at 9:03, the space that you booked is not going to be available for them, because from 9:03, when class starts, until 9:15, when you said you needed that space, it's not available. And so a class that starts 9:03 to 10 o'clock or whatever that time is, it wouldn't be able to book something if somebody even has 1 or 2 minutes incorrect on their start and end times. So it's really important that you know exactly what the start and end times are for the day. So I'm going to say 8, well actually there's advisory on Tuesday, right? So hold on a minute, let me just pull up the bell schedule here. So on Tuesday, B block goes 8:38 to 9:36. So I'm going to do 8:38 a.m. to 9:36 a.m. is when I'm going to book the class. And then to actually book the space itself, I just click here where it says add rooms. And then you can either type, if you know the zone number, like you can start to type Z1 and it's going to come up. Or if you just type Z, it'll show you all 6 of the zones. Or you can actually say browse all rooms, go to outdoors, and then, come on, click. Oops. And then click to choose whichever space you want. So I'm going to choose Z1. I'm going to go back. And now I can see that I've organized it for Z1. If I want to add other people, I can do that, obviously. You don't need to say add another location because you've already picked the location, and then you're going to hit save. And now that is booked. If I go back to the staff website and I refresh this page, I now see that, oops, these calendars are set for Pacific time. I gotta fix that. But so basically it would show you, right now it's saying 5:38, but it would say 8:38 to 9:36, it's busy. And if somebody else came along and tried to book something, like let's say 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock in that room, you'll notice when I type Z, that Z1 doesn't come up, or it's at the bottom actually and it's crossed out because it's saying it's already been booked for some of that time, so it's not available to you. If you don't want the appointment, all you have to do is click and delete it. It will then fix the appointments, and on this calendar it will take it off. So you don't have to do anything else other than add and remove it from your personal calendar, and make sure that you attach the correct space under rooms, and it's going to book it for you. So one more time, if I was to go and create this, instead of clicking on the calendar, if I click create event and I go to more options, so we're looking at this full screen, in case you're familiar with this one more. Again, I'm going to say outdoor class in space Z1, and then again I'm going to say in this case, instead of doing anything over here, we go on the right hand side to rooms and expand outdoor, and there again is that courtyard space that I can choose, and then hit save. And it, oops, I forgot to set the start and end time, didn't I? So I'd have to change this, go edit back to, like we said, Tuesday at 8:30, I think it was 8:36 a.m. to 9:34 a.m. and then hit save to update that. And then nobody else would be able to book that, and the office would automatically know that that's where you're going to be at that time. Okay, I hope that makes sense and shows you what you needed. If you have questions, please reach out to us, okay?